Growing up, it's basketball, video games. It's always about sports and competition. School was very important. My mom made sure that I went to the best schools. I played basketball tirelessly, from gyms to alleys to rec teams. Always played basketball. I just realized at a certain age I wasn't gonna grow anymore, and my mom was like, yo, maybe basketball isn't for you. I was like, it may not be for me to play, but I'm gonna find my way. And that's what we did, and that's what we're here today. We're here.
Up next, the Cavaliers. It's that time of the year. Happy holidays. And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Mitchell and Strus, they're the guards. Okoro out there with Wade. And it's Allen in at the center position. And for Brooklyn, forward spots will be Bridges and Johnson. Then it's Thomas. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. It's their first game of a back-to-back. So, Richard, what's your take on players resting on back-to-backs?
Well, honestly, Kevin, I don't know how much more you can give to players. They practice less. They have more trainers. They have all the amenities. At some point in time, it's about who's going to go out there and play the game.
Dinwiddie wide open. They get the rebound. A second chance effort. Claxton no good. And so it's Wade. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Live by the three, die by the three. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
You would have liked to have seen them make some adjustments and attack the rim, but they just kept firing from distance and couldn't get much to fall.
Johnson, nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's coming off a 34-point game against Milwaukee. Wade outside. Lets it go from deep. Bridges with the board.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And intriguing to see how the Nets have recovered since the departures of Harden, Kyrie, and Katie. Richard, they had grand plans. It just didn't work out.
They're picking up the pieces, and we've seen them do this before. The title window may be closed for now, but this team knows how to build their way back. And Mitchell is a handful for any defense. So difficult to guard without fouling him at times.
And Mitchell drops them both. Richard, the Cavs went all in for Donovan Mitchell, but it has paid off well.
It's crazy what Donovan Mitchell can do at only 6'1". He has so much bounce and so strong, but he is still undersized for the position. But that front court, man, that defense helps him out a lot.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Johnson outside. Dinwiddie. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Mitchell finds Strus. From 10 feet out to Wade. Pass to Okoro. Mitchell against Bridges. 6 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Some changes for Brooklyn. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Johnson. And O'Neal subbed in for Mikal Bridges. Pass to Finney-Smith. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Mitchell dishes to Allen. The pass to Wade. Here's Mitchell. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots. That's good from Wade on the assist by Mitchell.
Sharing the love. If you get yourself this open, Mitchell will set you up.
Thomas feeling it out of it, and the foul called on Jared Allen. That's his first foul.
Now, into the lineup for your next.
There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Wade against Dinwiddie. Excellent D from Wade. Here's Mitchell. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Cavaliers lead by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Mitchell and Struz, they're the guards. Wade out there with Allen. And it's Okoro in at the 3 slot. That one goes. Count it. Struz has got his first bucket in this one.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Well, J.B. Bickerstaff, Greg, has done a tremendous job in his time with this Cavaliers team.
Has had him on the winning track since his first full season with the team. Really getting the most out of this roster. Not full of superstars, but full of guys who enjoy playing together.
And he gets it to go. Mitchell's got the lead up to 3 now for the Cavs.
This offense just continues to impress.
Outside, Walker passes it to Claxton. Here's O'Neal.
Last 2 minutes to play. Second quarter.
Jared Allen grabs the miss.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
Here's Dinwiddie. Isaac Okoro picking up that last basket. Claxton the pass to Dinwiddie. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And Mitchell launches it from deep. Cleveland with a fresh shot clock. Shot clock at 5. To the wing on the left. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So a moment now to see the story for Jared Allen. Some changes for Brooklyn. Brendan Watford's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Bridges comes in for Royce O'Neal. And Thomas subbed in for Walker. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Nets. It's a 5-point game. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
And turnovers were the story for them when they saw each other last. I mean, just a heartbreaking way to lose the game.
Here's Mitchell following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. Here's Wade. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell.
Defense always had their eyes on him, and then he gives it away. Classic misdirection.
Pass to Finney-Smith. That shot off the mark. Wade with the defensive effort. A chance at a 2 for 1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Mitchell dishes to Allen. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
Finney-Smith in the post. Wade is covering. Bridges, no one around him. And the Nets, another 3.
Look at that catch and shoot ability from Bridges. Not all forwards have that skill.
Mitchell passes to Allen. Mitchell looking it over. Wade outside. Back to Mitchell. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Cleveland ahead, leading by just
15.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet. Wait, the first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. Scoring-wise, they broke even in the second, so little ground was lost there. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavs? And that's going to do it for us here. The Second half of action is coming your way.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One of the stories here, Isaac Okoro getting it done today.
But really, the numbers aren't gaudy. They don't stick out, but his energy and impact does.
I agree. The numbers might not show it, but he's had a big impact on this one.
And despite the KD-Kyrie era fizzling out, Richard, you saw this firsthand, Brooklyn proved they are a destination franchise.
Yeah, just getting KD and getting Kyrie to sign was a win for the Nets. It proved that all stars will go to Brooklyn. Now it's about finding the right stars.
The post tandem, it's Johnson and Claxton. Then it's Bridges. Then it's Thomas. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard. That's the group for Jacques Vaughn getting going here in the second half. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Spencer Dinwiddie has talked about buying into his role. He says you have to have confidence that's borderline irrational, but a perspective that's very realistic. You've got to know who you are. Kevin, he adds that he's not attempting to be a Mount Rushmore type guy, but a talented player who can help a winning team.
That's a good perspective, David. Thanks for the story.
And one thing you know about Claxton, he's not going to waste his opportunity.
Yeah, he's one of the most efficient scorers in this league, and he's all about getting quality, high-percentage shots for it. He doesn't force shots that aren't there for him. That's tremendous focus from Mitchell. Works through the foul and converts.
Richard, you've got one of the great personalities in this game. Did humor serve you well during your playing days?
Yes, I would say it was, because most of the time I was talking more trash to my teammates than to the other team. But that's just been my personality since I was a kid.
Yep, it counts. Dinwiddie's got his second basket of the game.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Here's Mitchell. Lays it up and banks it in. Mitchell's got the game tied up here for the Cavs.
It is not an easy thing to body up to Mitchell. He is built like an absolute brick.
Thomas passes to Dinwiddie. Got a piece of it.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
Cleveland moving it around. Allen kicks to Mitchell. 1:09 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Allen. Johnson with the rebound.
I guess we can credit the defense for that one going wide. They did everything they could to influence the shot.
And they pick up two.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
Mitchell up top. Dinwiddie covering. Count it. Mitchell's got 7 points for the quarter.
I love seeing guys use the mid-range. Mitchell, that's just some smart basketball.
And the Nets decide to take their first time out here. You know, after being led by LeBron all those years, and you too, of course, RJ, it's great to see huge expectations back in Cleveland with the Cavs.
Well, I don't really appreciate that shot, Kev. But yeah, I think last year was just the start of something special. The talent on this roster has a major upside. They are so young. They could be a powerhouse in the East for at least another decade.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Mitchell against Dinwiddie. The three from Strus. Here's Allen. Another shot. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Allen's got his first 2 points.
He is an elite offensive rebounder. Allen is especially good at getting ideal positioning on that glass.
Dinwiddie's shot is off.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he moves on it.
The third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. In a moment now, as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game. Almost like he had a sixth sense.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for Cleveland, Mitchell and Struz, they're the guards. Allen is out there with Wade. And it's Okoro in at the 3 spot. Here's Thomas. And Okoro pulls it down.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Dinwiddie against Mitchell. Shoots over Dinwiddie. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
ICE, ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Dinwiddie's shot is off.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Here's Allen. Carries it from about 10 feet away. And it's a 4-point Cavalier lead.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
A stop or two in the next minute or so, and they could even this game up. Great job to keep battling.
It's stolen by Struz. A pull-up, and it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
Oh no, that was a huge turnover. That cannot happen at this point in the game.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting the ball at 42%. To Claxton. Johnson. And Johnson is right there.
Good work on the offensive glass. Johnson putting his 6'8" height to great use.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. Mitchell kicks to Struz. Mitchell against Dinwiddie. Just 5 to shoot. Tries it from 19. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Not many better late game right now than Donovan Mitchell.
Thomas against Struz. Stolen by Okoro. Up the floor. Here's Mitchell. Good. Nothing but that. Timeout. Mitchell's got the lead up to 6 now for the Cavs.
And this is what we've come to expect from Mitchell. He is just a monster offensively.
Timeout called the Nets. They're behind by 6. There's 49 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Donovan Mitchell.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good position, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, during the break, listening in on Jacques Vaughn's huddle, the message was simple. Keep fighting. Coach told his team, we're in this. We just need some extra effort. Let's go. See if they can come back. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And so they foul intentionally.
Spencer Dinwiddie, 2nd personal foul. 1st team foul.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. The shot by Wade, wide open. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Mitchell outside. Puts it up from 17. No good there. We see the Cavaliers get the win here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan.
Well, Grant, with that time of the year where trade rumors start to heat up. And speculation on social media runs rampant.
Oh, you're so right. I mean, we're not just talking players, too. A number of coaches are on the hot seat as well, so it can be a bit of a distraction for everyone. And, of course, the only cure is winning.
A look at the opening lineup for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Mitchell and Strus for the backcourt. Dean Wade is out there with Jared Allen. And it's Okoro in at the 3. Here's Mitchell. Outside Strus. Takes it inside. Brooklyn with the board. Home court didn't seem to help last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
Violent turnovers were the story of that game. It wasn't what I would call a disciplined performance.
Dinwiddie against Mitchell. Takes the 3. Rebounded by Johnson. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And Grant, this Nets team trying to set their identity at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, well, with the players they have on the wings, led by Mikal Bridges, they have the personnel to be disruptive. Long, mobile, and switchable. They give you lots of trouble.
And so it's Cleveland with it. The Nets making their last shot. From deep, Strus. No good on the shot. Bridges against Strus. Bridges outside. The kick out to Johnson. There's the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Cleveland. Here's Okoro. And he slams it in one-handed.
We call this a defense-first guard. Okoro's steal ignites the opportunity in transition.
Bridges, left side. Outside Johnson. Dinwiddie passes to Bridges. Just 5 to shoot. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Here's Claxton. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Pass to Mitchell. Takes a 13-footer. Good.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy. But you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Strus the pass to Allen. He shoots it. And it's Mitchell. The miss.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Thomas kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Stolen by Mitchell. And pushing it up. Here's Cleveland. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Mitchell's got his second basket of the game.
This is a move that Donovan Mitchell has made over and over again. Off the bounce, so tough.
Three-pointer, Bridges. It's rebounded by Wade. Here's Okoro. Back to Mitchell. Fires the three. Again, the miss by Mitchell. Tie game in Brooklyn. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
The Cavaliers, 6.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Dinwiddie and Walker are in the backcourt. Oh, Donovan Mitchell! He's got springs in those legs.
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Well, Grant, there's one thing Mitchell will always be remembered for by Cavs fans.
Oh, so true, B.A. I mean, 71 points in a game in the 2022-23 season, setting a Cleveland franchise record. And for a franchise that has had so many great players, including the likes of LeBron James.
Dinwiddie, no good. The Cavaliers leading. And Lonnie Walker's going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Bridges, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
Now, into the lineup for your Knicks.
Here's Allen. No made baskets yet. Strus the pass to Okoro. Strus against Walker. Shot from the top of the key. And again, it's Cleveland converting.
After an okay first quarter of shooting, they've really turned it up offensively. I like where they're headed right now.
Here's O'Neal. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
Nice pass by Bridges. Just keeping his options open out there.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Okoro from deep. Mitchell. Finney-Smith pulls it in. Now Bridges. To the paint. Here's Claxton. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. Well, we see the young star talent for the Cavaliers, Doris. But where do they need to improve?
I think the big challenge is making sure you have quality depth. The East obviously has changed. It is so much tougher than it had been in the past. The back end of that rotation is proving so significant to your success.
For Cleveland, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
KBA, well, the Cavaliers are one of the best young teams in the league, and it's up to their point guard, Darius Garland, to help distribute. He said, quote, "We have so much talent on the floor. I just try to get my big fellows the ball so they can stay active and work for us on the defensive end as well." That's the game within the game right there, Brian.
Yeah, he's got the right idea. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Strus against Bridges. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Shoots a fadeaway. And the Nets miss again. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. They've only given up 2 points this quarter.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Strus against Bridges. Pass to O'Neal. Beyond the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. O'Neal's got 5 points in the quarter. 11 seconds left in the first half. Now here's Mitchell. 1 second left. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And the first half comes to a conclusion.
14. And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground and the score tied. In the second quarter, they put in the... And that's a wrap for our halftime.
we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. So, Grant, if you were a GM and you could choose one young player to build around, who would it be?
Wow, that's a great question. I mean, B.A., I think you have to go with Victor Wembanyama. I know he's a young fella. He just got drafted. But the upside is so huge for this young man. His talent, his skill, his size. He is the next iteration of Kevin Durant, in my opinion. And I would go with him. He's got a lot of runway in front of him. A lot of years to get better, get stronger, and to win championships.
And on the floor for J.B. Bickerstaff as we get into the second half. Mitchell and Strus for the backcourt. Isaac Okoro is out there with Dean Wade. And it's Allen in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Johnson finds Bridges. Claxton with it. Checked by Mitchell. Uses the glass on the layup.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Here's Wade. Still no points. Mitchell with the ball. And Johnson picks him up defensively. Looking to get back on track. Mitchell misses.
His defensive talent, such a gift for his squad.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Now here's Bridges. And you look at his numbers, just over 21 a game. 5 on the clock. Here's Johnson. And there's another one for the net. The Cavs trailing. Mitchell up top. He's covered by Dinwiddie. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. And the upcoming schedule for the Brooklyn Nets. On Sunday, they kick off a road trip at Oklahoma City where they'll take on the Thunder. Then on Tuesday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And that game against Houston, that's one that could easily go either way. A few mistakes could be the difference. I expect it to be a fun one.
Now here's Bridges. Pass to Thomas. An easy 2 on the layup. Thomas has gotten his second bucket.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Mitchell, the pass to Strus. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, that's the big man lingering around the hoop. Jared Allen smartly gets the bucket on the follow.
Johnson passes to Watford. Here's Thomas. It's Bridges on the wing. And he banks in the layup. And the Nets lead by 3.
Boy, you have to be aggressive, powering through contact. Mikal Bridges, no signs of backing away.
From deep, Mitchell. And Watford pulls it down.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Johnson finds Bridges. Over Mitchell. Again, the Nets score.
What a wingspan on this young man. Able to get up and over defenders. Nice opportunity on the jump shot.
Rebounded by the Nets. The 15-footer. Kept alive. And we've reached the end of the third. Nets out in front. They're up by 5. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Royce O'Neal is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Cam Thomas. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Bridges. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Well, you can see the confidence that Mikal Bridges has in himself. This guy's going to take pride in going up strong, forcing the issue, and getting himself to the foul line.
That's good from Bridges. Bridges hits them both.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Inside, tipped. Strooks the pass to Mitchell. The three. Cleveland the rebound. Allen. Second shot opportunity. Can't hit that one.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
Bridges outside. It's Dinwiddie on the wing from downtown. O'Neal passes to Bridges, and here's Dinwiddie from the arc. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Allen's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
That shot missing. Here's O'Neal. And the Nets miss again.
You'd like to see more effective ball movement there.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
But what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Claxton, he's checked in for Bridges.
I'll tell you, sometimes it's easier to hit the target with a bounce pass. That's perfectly done.
From deep, Mitchell. He can't get it to go.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Thomas passes to Dinwiddie. Nails it from 3. And now a 10-point Brooklyn lead.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do. Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA. Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Now here's Mitchell. Boy, it's been a while, but he finally gets one to go.
You love how confident Donovan Mitchell is. On the catch-and-shoot opportunities, there's no hesitation.
Oh!
That's
my!
Right there!
Wow! And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
All right, we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Mikal Bridges.
And I just love to see a player who plays with an aggressive mindset. I mean, he had the energy and the intensity all game. He didn't waste any time when he had his chances out there by attacking the rim.
Boy, we witnessed something special from him, and this crowd will remember it. When a player raises his game to this level, it earns him a lot of new fans. Here's Mitchell. Tries again. Allen can't get it to go.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Clock at 6. Bridges outside. Over Mitchell. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. And the Nets lead by 10.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Takes a 3. Offline. So we see the Nets taking the W here. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
Thank you,
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. So long, everyone.